Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing the dad tag. This is my dad.
Hello.
And you saw him in the smoothie video that I did. And a lot of you guys requested for us to do the dad tag, so why not do it now? So the first question is, what was I like as a child?
Tyra as a child was very funny, very lovable, was always into everything. Wherever I went, Tyra went with me. When I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club, Tyra used to come with me, and she used to be at the door and would look at each child's membership when they would come into the door. I even had to pay her.
You didn't
so
pay me?
So she was very, very funny, very lovable, and was always in the way.
What do you think of me making YouTube videos?
As a dad, I'm very proud of her because it's her own creativity. She has her own vision, and a lot of good companies have come forward to speak to Tyra and like her very much. So I hope her success with YouTube and other companies will come along the way and support my daughter in her venture.
What's something funny I did when I was younger?
We went on a trip to Aruba, and we were sitting at a little outdoor restaurant cafe, and all of a sudden this big green iguana came up to the table, and all of a sudden Tyra grabbed a piece of lettuce and started feeding it like it was her pet. I thought that was the most funniest thing because it was
huge.
It was huge. It was pretty big, but it took to my daughter. My daughter wasn't scared at all, and I thought that was very funny. We used to catch flights to different places. We'd try to calm her down, make sure that she have all these snacks and everything. And I remember one time we didn't take off. I ran out of juice, snacks, and everything. And the next thing I know, my daughter was screaming, "Juice! Juice!"
That was like, juice!
And all of a sudden, the stewardess ran up to me. She said, "Is there something I could do? Is there something I could do?" I said, "Yes, just get her some juice, please."
I was a juice addict when I was like 4. Like all the way up to the age of like 7, I would say I was addicted to juice. So like whenever I didn't have juice, I would always start screaming juice. Have you learned anything about makeup or beauty from me?
Not really.
I mean, he's a
Tyra,
guy. Like,
has her own makeup and beauty supplies more than some stores.
More than some stores?
Because they send her all these different products, and the majority of her friends, they always come over to Tyra's house.
And I do their makeup. I've done my friend's prom makeup before. It's so funny.
She has a couple of her friends that come over, so we always have a lot of girls that come in and out of the house because of Tyra. They want her to put her makeup.
What's a weird habit of mine?
That's a good question, Tyra. What is a weird habit of yours? Besides sleeping late?
I don't besides sleeping late?
Doesn't like to be matchy-matchy when she goes out.
I guess, yeah.
So if you want to call
I
that,
can't have, yeah, I like
real
can't
weird,
wear like the same color.
She does not like to wear the same
Like if I'm wearing a red top, I can't wear red shorts. Another weird habit, I don't like my food touching.
Yes.
I don't like when my food touches, and I also don't eat leftovers. I only like leftover Chinese food.
Unless she's real hungry and
yeah.
no one's in the house, then she's forced to eat leftovers.
Yeah, but for the most part, I don't. Every time my dad is like, we're having leftovers, I always go to like Chipotle. You had to rename your daughter, what would you name her? You didn't want to name me anything different, or did you come up with Tyra? You did.
Yes, I came up with Tyra, and we just went with it. Because the day that she was born, the nurse in the hospital was chasing me around.
And
you gotta put the name on the birth certificate. You gotta put the name on the birth certificate.
But like, how did you think of Tyra? You weren't thinking of Tyra Banks?
No, I wasn't thinking of Tyra Banks at the time. Not at all. You know, it sounded good.
When you guys go out to eat, what does she order? What do I order?
French fries and chicken wings.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Chicken fingers?
Chicken fingers.
Okay, that was when I was like 7. Like,
we had some the other day.
Okay, I did have some the other day.
She loves seafood, so if we go to a seafood restaurant,
yeah, okay.
she'll have lobster.
Yeah.
She'll have
like
crab legs. She loves seafood.
So if it's like a restaurant that has seafood, I guarantee I'll get seafood. I'll get my mussels, like shrimp or crab. But if it's like an unfamiliar place with like no recognizable food, I guess I'll get chicken tenders and fries. I usually get that at like hotels or when we're going on vacations and stuff. I get chicken tenders. Because you can never go wrong with chicken tenders and fries. What is one thing you wish she would do?
Just make sure she continue to brush her teeth real good.
Oh my God!
Okay? That's the only thing I want her to do, is to take care of her teeth. You know, as a teenager, you know, they
have a lot of cavities.
All kind of candy, junk, and everything.
That's one thing you guys don't know about me. I have a lot of cavities.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I just hope as she continues to get older and when she gets ready to
I had to get a
away,
root canal.
that she takes better care of her teeth. Other than that,
I thought you were gonna say I wish you like clean your room or something.
I've gotten used to
like,
the junky room every now and then, but she has gotten better.
What's something I do that annoys you? I mean, I can think of something.
What's that?
Like sometimes I'll just wake up and I'll be like really angry and I'll just be like mean to him. So
she does that.
He probably wishes I was like nice to him.
I'll go in and wake her up in the morning because I'm the first one up in the house. So she'll be dead to the world and I'll say, Tyra.
Yeah, my dad wishes I like wouldn't sleep as much.
But she works real hard. She's also a good tennis player, so by the time she gets home from camp, she's pretty tired.
That's something I obsess over. I used to be obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Not anymore though.
I'm finally glad that she's outgrown this guy. You know,
I used to be obsessed with that
You couldn't get enough Justin Bieber around our house shopping.
Yeah, I guess I'm obsessed with shopping.
She knows all the greatest deals, where to go in New York, and she always comes back with some very, very nice outfits.
When I first started out with makeup, I was obsessed with it, but now I don't really buy as much anymore. I think I buy like clothes a lot more.
Obsessed with shoes?
Yeah, I have a lot of shoes.
All the shoes that she has. She has more shoes than in a Macy department store.
Oh my God. Where would you like to see me in 10 years?
I would like to see Tyra, a very successful businesswoman, and hopefully one day she'll have a very nice family.
When were you most proud of me?
The most, and we talk about this all the time, was when Tyra was learning how to take swimming lessons.
Oh my God.
And we were in this huge Olympic-sized pool. All these kids who were like 3 and 4.
I would do like swimming competitions.
So when they had this competition, and they had to do it in the deep end, that's what's so frightening. Even though they had little life buoys on their shoulders and everything, Tyra jumped in the pool and she was the first one down. I thought that was the most scariest feeling I ever had, because I didn't know if my daughter was going to drown or make it. All the parents were on edge, and I definitely, as a dad, was on edge. But she made it. That was the most scariest one.
So you were proud that I made it out the pool?
I was proud that you made it, but I also was scared because of the water was deep and everything.
Oh my God.
She jumped in and came up and swam like a fish.
What's the worst thing I've ever done?
Left water in the teacup.
That's really the worst thing I've ever done? It was like recently. That was literally like 5 weeks ago.
All the things that I can think of that she's grown up as a child, the worst thing she did was she was boiling some water in a teacup to make her some.
Okay, I would explain my side of the story.
Well, okay,
okay, fine.
After she made her bowl of oatmeal, she left, and then when I came home that evening, I was in the kitchen getting ready to make us dinner, and I noticed that the kettle was on. It was very hot, and it was dry. And God bless our soul that we have a place to live.
Oh my God.
Because we could have been burned out.
Okay, let me explain to you what happened. What I usually do before I go to school is I cook oatmeal because it's like really fast. And so what I do is while I'm putting my makeup on, I put the kettle on, so then once I'm done with my makeup, my oatmeal's ready. And so that time I was done with my makeup and I just left the house. I like completely forgot that I left the kettle on. I was sleeping at my friend Aiden's house that night. I woke up at Aiden's house the next morning and I called my dad being like, hey, what's up? And my dad was like, you burned the entire house down. He was like, we're staying in a hotel room right now. Like, the entire place is gone. Like, Like, I was like, what happened? What happened? He was like, the kettle, you left it on. And I was freaking out. And then he gave me this entire lecture about how I have to pay attention to the little things. Me and my mom always prank my dad. So that was like the first time my dad like actually seriously pranked me. What's your favorite moment of us together?
I guess my favorite moment with my daughter was when she gave an opening speech. She went before a podium because she plays tennis with this organization.
So every year at the organization, all the seniors have to give speeches talking about like their experience there. And
they selected Tyra to give the opening speech.
Yeah, I was like the first one speaking, and my dad was
very,
there.
very outstanding speech that she gave. Standing ovation, yes they did.
I was like your classic child. Like I did acting, I did dancing, I did swimming, I did piano.
Right.
I did tennis, I still do tennis.
Right.
I was in like art, like drawing. I used to go to like pottery barns. I did horseback riding. A crazy child. Okay.
Our goal was just to keep her busy, to make sure that she had different choices in life while she was growing up.
How was I in school?
Tyra was a very good student from a tot all the way up. And this past year, she graduated with honors. She was on the honors list. Expected her to continue on and upward when she goes to college in the fall. We're very proud of her.
What would you change if you could raise me again?
I wouldn't change anything in the world. I'm very, very happy as a dad with my daughter. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Describe my perfect guy.
Very nice, tall, handsome young man. Respect her as a woman and her ideals. And he has to be a very comfortable and a very strong man in his own manhood to deal with a young lady of my daughter's caliber. He probably needs to know a little bit about sports, because my daughter does know about sports.
If he wants to get it well with my dad, should know a little bit about sports. That is the entire dad tag.
Thank you to Tyra's subscribers. Very thankful that she asked me to be in this dad tag.
Well, they asked you.
Well, you guys asked me to this dad tag. I really appreciate that.
Want to see him in another video?
Just let me know.
Thumbs up this video and tell us what you want him to do. He already made a smoothie. If you guys want to see the smoothie video, I'll link it on the screen.
We can make another smoothie again if you want.
No, he doesn't have any other smoothies. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get the most out of your hair in terms of like how to make your hair grow faster or become longer or anything.